it's Nelly. Welcome back to my channel. I am back today with part 3 of my Jaclyn Hill and Morphe the Vault Collection makeup tutorials that I have been doing. If you missed part 1 or part 2, I'm going to have those videos linked down in the description, and I'm also going to have a card right up here where you can go ahead and watch part 1 and part 2. In part 1, we did the Armed and Gorgeous palette, and then in part 2, we did Dark Magic. And for today, I am going to be doing a makeup tutorial using Ring the Alarm, which is the more red pinky palette, and I'm really excited for this palette. I love the color selection in this, and I think it's really pretty. So yeah, that is what we are going to be doing for today's video. I think that I'm going to keep this look more on the matte side. I don't think I'm going to use any of the shimmers just because I really want to put the mattes to the test in this particular video. Like my previous 2 videos, I primed my lids using the ColourPop No Filter Concealer, and I set it with some translucent powder. And the translucent powder that I used is the ColourPop No Filter translucent powder. So that is how I primed my lid, and I think we're just going to go ahead and jump straight into it. I'm going to start off by taking the shade Rush, which is this shade right in here. This particular shade is going to be my transition shade, so I'm going to make sure to pack this color really nice and blown out in the crease. And again, like I say in every single one of my videos, you want to make sure that the color is nicely pigmented in the outer corner as well as in the inner corner. So you definitely want to make sure that you buff it out in that inner and outer corner and blend it up towards the brow bone area. Next, I'm going to take a little bit of this shade, sorry. Is it blurry? Is it gonna focus? I don't know. I'm gonna go into this shade right here, which is called Mugshot, which is just a little bit darker than that first shade that we applied. And I am going to keep this again in my crease. Same placement. I am going to focus it from the outer corner to the inner corner. And again, I know this gets really repetitive, but you wanna make sure to keep it just as pigmented in the inner corner as you do in the outer corner. Alrighty, so that color actually went on really nice and pigmented, and it was really easy to blend, which I'm pretty happy about that. Of course, my AC is gonna turn on because it turns on in every single video. So make sure that those edges are really nice and blended in. I'm gonna go back in with that first blending brush, and I'm just gonna smooth it around the edges to make sure that everything is nice and buffed in. I'm gonna go into the shade Alert, which is this reddish tone shade. Place it in the same exact place, but instead I'm gonna keep it a little bit lower. You still want to be able to see that first transition shade, then the second shade that we applied, and now the third. So definitely focus this color just a tiny bit more concentrated in that crease area. I'm going to go back in with a little bit more of Mugshot, which is the previous shade that we used, and I am just going to blend out the edges to make sure that everything is nice and blended. I'm going to go ahead and take the shade Secret, which is that dark brown shade. I'm taking it with a shader brush, and I am going to apply this all over my entire lid. Alrighty, so when you first apply the shade, it goes on really nice and pigmented, but the more that you tap it in to the lid, it loses pigmentation and it becomes patchy and a little sheer. See what I just did there? If I were to just lightly tap it in, I just lost the color. And I'm not rubbing, I am simply patting it in. This reminds me a lot of my Kylie Jenner video that I did on her holiday palette. The shadow performed the exact same way, and I am just patting it in. So I think for this particular shade, and now the pigment's not even going on the lid. You see that? Like, I'm not getting any pigment. So it's coming off. It's coming off. Okay, let's try to pack this. Alrighty, so since I am not getting any pigmentation whatsoever, let me try to blend this in a little bit. So I really want to save this eye look because I really want to give you guys a tutorial with this palette. So what I'm going to do is I am just going to blend away that color, which is no problem. It blends out completely. I'm going to go in with a brown gel liner. And I am going to pack this all over my lid. And this is going to be my base so that that brown has something to stick to, because without it, look at my cheek. It just comes off. So I'm just going to put this all over my lid. I'm also just going to take a makeup wipe and I'm just going to wipe this off because honestly I feel ridiculous with this much fallout all over my cheeks. Now I'm going to go back in with that dark brown shade called Secret from the palette, and I'm going to place it right on top and hopefully it sticks really nice. Okay, look at the difference. So you definitely have to use a base with these eyeshadows in order to get them to stick. So now I'm going to go in to the shade Framed, which is the purple shade from the palette. And I am going to place this in between the lid color and the crease color to just kind of make everything kind of come together, because right now it's looking a little messy. And as you can see, I had already wiped off the fallout from the brown and now it has fallout again, and it's a lot of fallout. So I'm just gonna get some of that purple shade and try to, my crease looks so bad, and I'm just gonna try to kind of fix this a little bit and work this right in there. This color is only sticking to areas where I have that base. Wherever I didn't apply that base, the purple is not sticking to it either. So you see that? How right here, there's no base because the base is only on the lid. So the purple is not sticking to the crease either. That is so weird. Why? I was so excited for this palette. I'm getting itchy. This is not good. So the same thing is happening here. Wherever I didn't apply that base, you see the indentation, like the mark, and the purple is not going on the crease. Like it's just not sticking to it. I'm kind of frustrated at this point because my eyelids hurt. I've been blending for a while. I'm gonna go back in with that dark brown and I'm just gonna try to fix this and see if we can just at least finish the look. Okie dokie, so I am back. My hair is looking a little weird. It's just really dirty right now, so I decided to just slick it back a little bit with some gel. But I am back, and as you can see, my face is already done and my eyes are also already finished. I decided not to film my lower lash line because I struggled with that as well. The same problems that I had up in the crease, I encountered them in my lower lash line. I'm going to zoom you guys in just a second so that you can see the patchiness in the lower lash line as well as in the crease. I have been wearing this eye look now for about 45 minutes at this point, and I feel like my crease is just getting worse and worse. I don't know if you can tell. It truly pains me to say this because I really like Jaclyn and I support whatever Jaclyn does. I'm very pro YouTubers. Like whenever there's a new release from a YouTuber, I am the first person to pick it up and support it and talk about it. But I didn't like this palette, and honestly it's the palette that I was the most excited for because I feel like it's the most wearable and the most neutral and the most, I thought it was going to be the most popular, and I don't know what happened. I don't know if I got a bad batch. I don't know what's going on. I did not encounter this problem with the first two palettes that I tried. I did a makeup tutorial using Armed and Gorgeous, and I did a makeup tutorial using Dark Magic. And I did not encounter this problem with those two palettes. So I don't know what's going on. I did buy the whole kit. I didn't buy the palettes individually. So I figured that if they were going to be bad, I figured the whole bunch was going to be bad. So I was definitely not expecting this. I was actually kind of happy that I got a good batch because the first two palettes performed so well. But this one is just not performing for me. And I really did try to make this work. I went in with an eyeshadow base just to make that brown like really stick to my lid. I feel like when my eyes are opened and I'm looking straight, you can't really see the patchiness. Like it looks really, really good. But just a slight look down and you can see how uneven and patchy it is. And I don't know. I don't know what happened. So let me know in the comments if this has happened to you guys. Like I said, my first two palettes worked fine. This was definitely something new for me. I was a little frustrated with this palette, and out of the bunch so far, this is my least favorite, which is such a shame because I was so excited for this palette. But yeah, before you guys go, make sure that you check the description box of this video because I have announced my giveaway winner with Luminous Cosmetics. I have already reached out to that person, but if it's you and you have not seen my message for some reason, then definitely just reach out to me and I can go ahead and start to ship out your items. So check the description to see if you are the winner of the Luminous Cosmetics giveaway. So that is everything that I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, give the video a big thumbs up, and don't forget to share the video with your family and your friends and your loved ones and everybody on the internet. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys very, very soon with a brand new video. Mwah!